This question comes up at least once a year on social media. And that question is, can married women decenter men? Or should married women be the face of the decenter men movement? I am here and welcome to the channel. Today we will be discussing that topic as it has came up again. It seems like many single women have no issue with married women being in spaces talking about decentering men. And that single women also don't mind married women being the face of the decentering men movement. Now, decentering men, from my understanding, is just simply not making men the focus of your life, more so as it pertains to romantic relationships. I have seen women come along and try to change the meaning, but in a nutshell, that's what it means. It can also mean decentering male worship altogether. It seems like single women don't have a problem with married women being the face of the decentering men movement because they know that men simply take married women more seriously. If a single woman comes out and she is talking about how she has decentered men, men and women will pick her looks apart and tell her that she had to do that because no man wants her. But when a married woman comes out and says that she thinks women should decenter men and not get married, men are more likely to take that woman more seriously. But then the question would be, if the decentering men movement is basically about not centering men, then why would those single women care about what those men thought? And it's simply because a lot of women in the decentering men movement are still very male-identified and male-centered. They like the fact that married women are telling other women not to get married because they feel like it will make the men do better. So again, it all comes down to centering men and caring about what they think. This movement is really a movement geared more towards single women, or at least unmarried women. Since forever married women have looked down on single women, married women have also told single women to stay out of their business. There was a time where online I gave my opinion about whether or not if I think a married woman should go on a girls' trip. I thought there was no problem with that as long as she's being respectful to her husband and she's not constantly going on girls' trip maybe once or twice a year. Instantly I was attacked by married women and told to go mind my unmarried woman's business. I've been told that several times online, even when the topic isn't married women. What I think is happening is that more single women are not praising and worshiping married women like they used to. Because we see our family, friends, and even women online coming out and saying what they go through with their husbands. And if you understand the nature of men like I do, you would understand that marriage isn't a walk in the park or fairy tale. Single women have the 4B movement, single by choice movement, single and child-free by choice movement, and yes, the decentering men movement. All of those movements are for single women. Now that single women are discussing things in their own spaces, I think married women feel left out. In American culture, married women have been put on a pedestal mostly by single women. Well, that's all dying down, and I think married women are getting upset and feeling left out. I have seen married women come into 4B spaces and try to center themselves. And I have seen them in single and child-free spaces as well, trying to center themselves and join the conversation when it's not for them. The only single women's movement where the married women have been able to latch on to is the decentering men movement. Yet some of these married women are telling other women not to get married, but they don't tell you that you'll be treated differently by society, mostly women, for not being married. But the better question is, how can a married woman decenter men? Since words and language matter, I'll simply ask, how can a married woman decenter her husband? And the answer to that question is that she can't. So no, married women can't decenter men. Many married and single women have come out and said that it's okay for married women to be the face of the decentering men movement and that married women can decenter men. Which makes no sense at all. If you are a married woman, and you are married to a man, you cannot decenter that man. He lives in the house with you. He sleeps in the bed with you. Your income is tied to his. And if you don't work, and you don't have your own income, then you are solely dependent on him to feed you, clothe you, and shelter you. Your lives are intertwined. You are bonded to your husband. Mostly everything that you do, you have to pass it through your husband first. Let's say that you work 3 days a week, Monday through Wednesday. and your boss asks you to work Thursday. Well, as a married woman, you can't just say yes right away. You have to go and consult with your husband. So again, married women cannot decenter men because they cannot decenter their husbands that they are bonded to, intertwine with, and have to discuss the majority of their decisions in life with. Some women were saying that a married woman can decenter her husband by not cooking and cleaning. Well, men marry so that they can have someone to sleep with, someone to cook for them, clean for them, and have children for them, and to help pay the bills. And quite frankly, I think getting married to a man and then not cooking or cleaning is selfish. I don't want to do any of that for a man. That's why I've chosen to simply not get married. So this notion that married women should be the face of the decentering men movement, that they can decenter men, which means essentially decentering their husband, is foolish and makes no sense. Also, getting married is part of the patriarchal system. Women that are truly decentering men will not be married. They will oftentimes end up being single. They may eventually get into a romantic relationship with a man, but they can still decenter that man if they are not living together. But of course, once that woman decides to marry that man, then she can no longer decenter men, because again, you cannot decenter your husband. Lots of married women think they can be married but move like a single woman all of a sudden. It doesn't work like that at all. It's okay to not be a part of something. Everything isn't meant for everyone. Thank you for watching, and let me know what you think about this topic in the comment section. Bye.